Hello my friends, David Kessler here and welcome back to the studio, video 6 in our 6-part series. Woohoo! We're going to finish it up in this video. I know you're thinking, when is he going to finish? Please finish the painting. The painting will be finished in this video, I promise. I took a few minutes in between the videos. Remember, you're getting to see this painted in real time, right? Everything's in real time. So I took a few minutes between the two videos, the last one and this one, to analyze what I need to do. And I got a list of 7 things here, right? So I'm going to try to hit those real quick as we go through. And I may or may not describe those as we go. Okay. So one thing I need to do, I think I need to take this shape and interlock it in here a little bit better. This is kind of a big flat thing, and I think this should, work its way in a little bit better. So we're going to try to kind of do that first. I don't think it needs to be a whole lot, and that actually may be enough. It should have a little more blue in it. Ah, gosh, where did that come from? Ooh. Not that much blue. All right. Okay, that's better. Woohoo! Shapes and values, baby. Shapes and values. Always shapes and values. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of that. All right. What else is on the list? Oh yeah. Let's go in here and, gosh, I didn't get out any more indigo paint. I need some more indigo paint. Well, maybe I have enough. Let's try it. I need to come in here and rework this a little bit. Sharpen that up just a hair. We add a little detail there. And then do the same thing with this color underneath. These two didn't really interlock very well, so I wanted to kind of interlock those shapes a little better. I think that's better. Add a little paint in here, darken that just a bit. Okay, maybe too dark. I tell you, I'm just not happy with that. I just think that's too dark. Washing a brush out, so if you hear some funky noise, that's what's going on. That's better. All right, awesome. Now what? Let's see. think I need to add a little more of my minty G color. There's a little white in it. Maybe it should happen in some other places. All right, just, I'm taking my time here, just checking to see, what else might need to be done. More brush washing. Maybe a few darker paint marks in here. There's the lighter paint marks, but we don't have any darker marks. Maybe we should have a couple dark marks in here, just for fun. Maybe that happens down here too. All right, what else is on the list? Okay. A little more cobalt green, maybe. Some white in it. Okay, where would I want to do that? This is just to add a kind of it's just a sort of a neutralized green in a couple of areas just for fun. Looking at some of this thinking, some of this is still too dark under here. I'm going to lighten this up just a bit. Felt like that was a little too heavy. Okay. All right. bits, so to speak, here and there. And that ought to, I hope that will wrap it up for us. Also don't actually mind coming in here a little bit more of this white. Maybe I don't want that over there. Big old blob. Oh yeah, baby. I like this white to be thick and rich on here. Give some additional textural qualities to my center of interest areas. I'm just scumbling this color, and you can see it's barely making some little marks on here, and that's what I'm after. Just some other little marks, just to animate the surface a little bit, which is a characteristic of this particular series. All right, boys and girls, I think that's done. So what I'm going to do is sign my name. If I can find a signing brush. You know, the bulk of the center of interest area is here, so I would want to sign over here in a sort of a lighter version maybe of this color. So let's maybe mix a little bit of cerulean and some blue green and some white together. See what that looks like. I'm going to try the color first. I think that's going to look pretty good. A little light. Thick. Thick paint. All right. Wow. 6 videos, But you saw me paint the whole thing, right? Start to finish, unedited, except when I had to step away and wash a brush or, you know, step back to look at shapes and values. But unedited, right? No time lapse, none of that stuff. And I explained what I was doing the whole time I went through. So I really hope this series of paints was helpful for you. And in no way am I trying to advocate that this is the way you need to paint. But so many people that don't have the ability to come to workshops, they want to know, well, what do you do? How do you do it? What are your materials? So this gives people an idea of what it's like as a professional painter to go from the very start of painting to the very end and what it takes to do that. I have no idea what the time was in between, you know, that took to make the painting. And it doesn't make any difference, right? It doesn't make any difference. But it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. Got a good center of interest here and one over here. I've got a really nicely animated surface, which is part of this series called Sea Glass. I achieved my dominant blue-green objective. The non-dominant color is blue, and you can see I've got a lot of blue here, here, and up in here. So I think that works well. I used a yellow-green specifically for the center of interest, which is here and here, and of course I spread the love around a little bit, having that in some other areas. So all the objectives that I wanted to meet color-wise, I think I did that. This painting does fit in with the Sea Glass series. I think overall it gives you the impression of you know, a coast or a coastal environment, or you know, the ocean, or whatever you want to say. And that was the idea of, obviously, the title, Sea Glass. That's sort of what it comes from. And that series has, you know, evolved over the years. And I know this is only painting number 11, but it's been over a series of years. And it's gone from sort of a one idea that I initially did this. But none of that makes any difference. I'm happy with the painting. Hope it was helpful for you. Join me for a workshop if you want to learn how to paint like this in an abstract manner, but with some, you know, design principles and design fundamentals as a base. Check the workshop schedule. There's a link below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.